Now that we have made our way through the long lines of Black Friday and the mad rush of Cyber Monday, it's time to put our money to more generous use. Today is the 10th anniversary of Giving Tuesday, held on the first Tuesday after Thanksgiving, when we pause those shopping sprees and focus on giving back. And joining us now is the creator of Giving Tuesday, Henry Timms. He also is president and CEO of the Lincoln Center for Performing Arts. Henry, it's always so great to see you. Can you believe 10 years ago you came up with this idea? It's become a phenomenon around the world. We're already at $10 billion donated, and you say by the end of the day it may even be much more than that.
You know, it's an amazing story. There's so many tough stories right now, and once in a while something comes along which really shows you the goodness in people. And you know, we had this idea 10 years ago. The first time we talked about it was on this air.
Yeah.
And people just grabbed this idea and took it everywhere. You know, from this country where it began in the US, 85 countries around the world today, people are cleaning up their communities, donating blood, donating food, giving gifts. It's really, I think, a symbol of something we all have in common, which is that capacity to care for each other.
And just to go back to the genesis of it, it was in many ways a reaction to the Black Friday and the Cyber Monday of it all, which can be gluttonous, to put it mildly.
Well, we always talked about giving, right? This is the giving season.
Yeah.
And the giving season began in a way with lots of consumption, right? It was actually about a lot of bringing things, you know, to ourselves. So the idea was simple, which was like, there was Black Friday, there was Cyber Monday, days, you know, good for the economy.
Yeah.
And then what about a day which is good for the soul? What about something that really helps us to give back? And the amazing thing about giving is it does so much more for you than just helping somebody, right? If you think about giving right now, it's proven to reduce stress, right? It will bring down your blood pressure. It will create social connections, right? So one thing that you covered on this show this morning is how divided we are, right? How many things pull us apart. Giving to someone else actually helps strengthen those bonds in our communities. And if you give today, it will encourage others, right? So your gift literally will turn into other donations because people will follow your example. So Giving Tuesday just brought those three trends together.
It is extraordinary what the spark of an idea you had a decade ago has become. I was telling you in the break, almost any charitable organization I've ever had anything to do with sent out an email this morning or last night, said, please, can you stop and help? Have you even been surprised by the reach of this and how big it's become?
Yeah, it's been extraordinary to watch it grow, and it's because there are so many people whose stories don't get told. There are people in the non-profit community, particularly all over the world, who don't get to be on Morning Joe and don't get to tell the stories of their work. But every single day, day in, day out, they are never trending on Twitter, actually, but they're doing the work of repairing our societies. I'll give you an example. Giving Tuesday Ukraine has been a partner for a number of years, and this year they're having an online giving festival for Giving Tuesday Ukraine, especially focused on the pregnant women in Ukraine right now and the challenges they are facing. Those kinds of stories are everywhere today, right? So at a time when there's so much division, I hope Giving Tuesday can be something that kind of shows that unifying spirit that no matter where we are in the world, we can all give a bit more to each other.
So, Henry, two basic questions. Is there an average amount that's given? I mean, $10 billion is an enormous amount of money. Is there an average amount that's given? And where does the money go?
So looking back, the average gift size is about $100. So this is $10 billion made up not of mega gifts from mega philanthropists, but everyday giving. And the money goes wherever it needs to go. Giving Tuesday was designed not to funnel things through one gate, right? Giving Tuesday was designed that no matter what the cause is anywhere, you support the cause closest to you, all around the world right now. So it's essentially a decentralized campaign. That was always the idea, that you would trust people to take this campaign, to take it somewhere, to make it more relevant to their community. And that's what you see today in Kenya, where you're seeing a great cleanup campaign. It's what you see back home in the UK, where the National Health Service is doing a big campaign to get people to donate blood. Wherever Giving Tuesday goes, it changes, but its heart remains the same.
And it can be an organization in your community or somewhere halfway around the world, and you can go to the website givingtuesday.org. Henry, I want to ask you about Lincoln Center and the just complete resurgence and revival of that New York City icon. Mike and I both live not far, walk past every day, and it's just been so great in the last year or so to see it so vibrant and to see all the restaurants around it come back to life after a couple of long years. How are things going at Lincoln Center?
You know, we're just thrilled to see New Yorkers back home at Lincoln Center, and that's true of performing arts organizations all across the country. You know, we realized we take these things for granted sometimes, right? Especially in New York, you know, every night there's all these amazing things you can do, and suddenly, of course, there was a long period where you couldn't, right? These things that we took for granted were off limits. And so when you see audiences come back, you see them, I think, not coming back like 2018 audiences. They're something different, and it's reclaiming to some degree that part of ourselves that we're not scared of each other in the way that we were. We're not hiding away. We're out there demonstrating that we can find some kind of social connection. And in a way, that's a through line, I hope, between what Giving Tuesday is doing and what Lincoln Center is doing, that at the end of the day, whatever we create, our bedrock is creating community. It's that we are better than being alone on our own, you know, divorced from reality. What we're trying to do is actually create these communal experiences that create some rituals, and rituals is what make, you know, a strong society.
Lincoln Center is such a light in our city. Thank you for your stewardship. It's you've done such a wonderful job.
Well, come see a show. We've got a great holiday season lined up. So.
All right, we'll be there. Mike and I. Mike goes to the opera, believe it or not, from time to time.
I can believe it.
At the insistence of his wife, but he still goes anyway.
Extra points.
Henry Timms, thanks so much. It's great to see you.
Nice
Happy holidays. Again, for more information on how you can participate in Giving Tuesday, visit givingtuesday.org.